The darkness before dawn hums with ancient power, a palpable energy that vibrates through the very stones of this palace. It is a time of transition, a moment where the veil between worlds thins, and the echoes of the past resonate with the promise of the future. The air is thick with anticipation, as if the entire kingdom holds its breath, waiting for the sun's first kiss. I lie suspended between dreams and waking, the cool air scented with lotus and myrrh, a fragrant blend carefully chosen to soothe the spirit and invite prophetic visions. The scent is a constant companion, a reminder of the sacred rituals and the divine connection that permeates every aspect of my life. It is in this liminal space between slumber and awareness that I feel most connected to the ancient energies that flow through me. The first whispers of morning stir the linen curtains, a sound as old as the Nile, a gentle rustling that speaks of timeless cycles and the enduring power of nature. The breeze carries with it the scent of the river, a lifeblood that sustains our kingdom and nourishes our souls. It is a reminder of the constant flow of life, the ebb and flow of fortune, and the importance of remaining grounded in the face of both triumph and adversity. Ra prepares for his journey across the sky, his golden chariot poised to illuminate the world and banish the shadows of night. He is the source of all life, the embodiment of power and light, and his daily journey is a testament to the eternal struggle between order and chaos. I feel his energy coursing through me, a divine spark that ignites my spirit and empowers me to face the challenges of the day. I am Horus, the living god, my awakening bound to the cosmos, my destiny intertwined with the fate of Egypt. The falcon spirit stirs within me, its keen eyes scanning the horizon, its powerful wings ready to soar. I am the protector of my people, the embodiment of justice and righteousness, and I must be ever vigilant in my duty to safeguard their well-being. I open my eyes to a chamber painted with triumphs, golden hieroglyphs shimmering in the lamplight, each symbol a testament to the glorious history of my dynasty. These walls whisper tales of battles won, temples built, and alliances forged, reminding me of the legacy I must uphold and the standards I must strive to meet. They are a constant source of inspiration and a solemn reminder of the weight of my crown. My ancestors watch from the walls, a silent council of kings, their portraits imbued with the wisdom and strength of generations past. Their gaze is both encouraging and demanding, urging me to emulate their virtues and avoid their mistakes. I feel their presence in this chamber, a powerful force that guides my decisions and shapes my destiny. A single servant stands in the shadows, guardian of my slumber, a silent sentinel who ensures my safety and comfort. His presence is a reminder of the countless individuals who dedicate their lives to serving the Pharaoh, their loyalty unwavering, their sacrifices often unseen. I am grateful for their devotion and mindful of the responsibility I have to protect them in turn. This is the solitude of a pharaoh surrounded by everything yet touched by so little. The weight of the crown creates a distance, a barrier that separates me from the common joys and sorrows of my people. While I am revered and obeyed, true companionship is a rare and precious commodity. It is a burden I bear willingly for the sake of my kingdom, but it is a burden nonetheless. A sliver of light pierces the eastern window, catching the gold leaf on Isis, making her smile. The goddess of magic and motherhood, her presence brings a sense of peace and hope to the chamber. Her gentle gaze reminds me of the importance of compassion and empathy, qualities that must temper the exercise of power. Thebes stirs, the call of a water bird, the shuffling of sandals, the city's heart beating awake. Life begins anew with each sunrise, a vibrant tapestry of sights, sounds and smells that reflects the energy and resilience of my people. From the bustling marketplaces to the serene temples, Thebes is a microcosm of Egypt itself, a land of contrasts and complexities that I am sworn to protect. Every sound reminds me of my duty shepherd of the land, conduit between gods and people, the Nile's gentle murmur, the merchant's call, the farmer's prayer, all these voices converge, reminding me of the diverse needs and aspirations of my kingdom. I am the bridge between the mortal and the divine, responsible for ensuring the prosperity and well-being of all who dwell within my realm. The responsibility settles on my shoulders before I rise, a tangible weight that grounds me in the reality of my position. It is a burden I accept willingly, for I know that the fate of Egypt rests upon my decisions. Today I will dispense justice, ensuring that fairness and equity prevail throughout the land. Consult my vizier seeking his wise counsel on matters of state and diplomacy. Make offerings in the grand temple, honoring the gods and seeking their blessings for the kingdom. My every action will be recorded for eternity, scrutinized by future generations and judged by the gods themselves. I am a living link in a chain stretching back to the first kings, a lineage of power and responsibility that I must honor and uphold. I must be strong, resilient in the face of adversity, a bulwark against the forces that threaten our kingdom, wise, discerning in my judgments, a beacon of knowledge and understanding for my people. Divine, a vessel for the gods' will, a conduit for their power, a symbol of their eternal presence in this land. The sun's light grows, turning dust motes into a shower of gold, illuminating the path ahead and filling the chamber with a sense of hope and possibility. It is time to embrace my destiny, to fulfill my duty, to lead my people towards a brighter future. The day of the Pharaoh has begun. Let the work commence and may the gods guide my hand. The first rays of dawn pierce through the alabaster windows, painting the chamber in hues of gold and rose. I rise, and with my awakening the world springs into motion. It is a moment of profound significance, for as Pharaoh, my day dictates the rhythm of the entire kingdom. The silent servant bows low, his face averted. No one may look upon the naked form of a god, lest they be overwhelmed by the sheer power and divinity that radiates from my being. This respect is not merely custom but a recognition of the sacred duty I bear. Priests in attendance enter the royal chamber, their movements a silent ballet perfected over centuries of tradition. Each step, each gesture is imbued with reverence and purpose, a testament to the enduring power of the Pharaoh. They are the guardians of ritual, the keepers of ancient knowledge. They bring Nile-blessed water drawn from the sacred river at the precise moment the sun kisses its surface. This water is not merely for cleansing but for spiritual renewal, a connection to the lifeblood of Egypt. Fine linen towels, spun from the purest flax, await. Alongside them are fragrant oils, each carefully chosen for its unique properties and symbolic meaning. These are not mere luxuries but essential tools in the preparation for my divine role. My ablutions are a sacred purification, a ritual cleansing that prepares me to contain the divine spirit of Horus, the falcon-headed god of kingship and the sky. It is a merging of mortal and immortal, a transformation that occurs each and every morning. The high priest anoints me with natron, a naturally occurring salt, a stark reminder of mortality, even in the face of absolute power. It is a grounding force, a connection to the earth from which all life springs and to which all life must return. Water washes away the lingering tendrils of dreams. Oils of myrrh, frankincense, and lotus calm my mind, preparing it for the weighty decisions that await. Each scent evokes a different aspect of the divine, a symphony of aromas designed to elevate my consciousness. My clothing is not mere adornment but a powerful symbol of power and authority, the royal kilt, meticulously pleated and crafted from the finest materials. The golden belt, a symbol of strength and dominion, encircles my waist. The usek collar, a broad necklace of precious stones and gold, adorns my neck, representing the life-giving power of the sun. Each piece is placed with whispered prayers for protection and strength, invoking the blessings of the gods upon my reign and upon the land of Egypt. These are not mere garments but sacred vestments. The Neem's headdress, the iconic striped headcloth, completes the transformation. I am no longer just a man, bound by mortal limitations. I am the incarnation of divine authority, the living embodiment of Ma'at, the cosmic principle of truth, justice, and order. Crook and flail in hand, symbols of kingship and agricultural abundance, I gaze into the polished bronze mirror. I see my reflection, serene, powerful, remote, yet intimately connected to the fate of my people. It is the face of the Pharaoh, the shepherd of Egypt. It is the face of Egypt itself, reflecting the hopes, dreams, and enduring spirit of a nation. My breakfast is a simple affair: figs, dates, bread, and pomegranate water. This discipline keeps my mind clear for the burdens of two kingdoms. For a moment I let the mask of divinity slip, thinking of my family and my heir. The weight of the double crown is a silent burden. A scribe enters reading reports from the borders, trade, garrisons, unrest. Every detail is a thread in Egypt's tapestry. I issue orders, my mind now fully engaged with the affairs of state. The quiet moments are over. I walk toward the great hall of audience, the man receding, the pharaoh emerging. Guards salute, their spears echoing through the palace, the sound of power, the call of duty. The great hall of audience inspires awe. columns like papyrus, a ceiling of golden stars. Sunlight illuminates murals of my victories and communion with the gods. My throne awaits, flanked by my vizier and the high priest of Amun-Ra. My council bows as I take my seat, crook and flail in hand. The vizier presents legal disputes, irrigation, trade, justice. My duty is to perceive truth, to ensure justice and balance. My judgments become law, recorded by scribes. The overseer of works presents plans for my mortuary temple, requesting resources. The high priest and treasurer debate the needs of gods and people. I weigh the needs of eternity against the needs of today. After council, I walk among my people, not in splendor but in humility. My vizier protests, but I insist. A pharaoh must know his people. We slip into the bustling marketplace of Thebes. The air is thick with the smells and sounds of daily life. I touch linen, admire pottery, watch a woman haggle for onions. These are the people I rule, real, vibrant, full of hope and struggle. I buy a lapis scarab from a merchant who does not recognize me. Holding it, I feel a connection to them all. Their faith in amulets mirrors their faith in me. I return to the palace, renewed in purpose. The afternoon sun blazes as my procession heads to Karnak's great temple. I ride in a golden chariot, soldiers and priests in my wake, incense thick in the air. The people of Thebes line the avenue, falling to their knees as I pass. The temple's pylons tower above, covered in reliefs of my victories. Inside, the hypostyle hall's columns seem to hold up the sky. In the temple's heart, I perform the daily ritual, offering food, oils, and linen to Amun-Ra. The act is symbolic, reaffirming my bond with the gods. In silent communion I ask for wisdom, strength, and the Nile's blessing. The presence of the gods fills me, renewing my purpose. Today is the beautiful feast of the Apet, a festival to renew my divine power. Statues of the Theban triad journey from Karnak to Luxor in a grand procession. The city has prepared for weeks. Sacred barks are carried by priests, hidden statues inside. Dancers and musicians fill the air with rhythm and color. Soldiers and officials march in formation, banners high. I walk behind Amun-Ra's bark, dressed in the double crown. The people cheer, throwing flowers in my path. Their faith lifts me, making me more than a man. I must appear serene, divine, the bridge between heaven and earth. The journey is long and exhausting, but the illusion must never falter. As the sun sets, I seek solace on my royal barge. The day's ceremonies are done, the weight of the crowns is lifted. The barge glides over the Nile, the city's sounds fading into the gentle lapping of water. The Nile is the source of all life, a god in its own right. From the water, I see lush fields, farmers and children at play. This is Egypt's eternal rhythm, and I am its guardian. I reflect on the day's decisions, trusting my judgment and the will of the gods. The solitude is profound, even in power I am alone. The last light fades, stars appear, and the city twinkles along the riverbank. My people sleep, secure in the order I uphold. In my quiet chambers, the clamor of the day fades into a distant echo. The weight of the crown, the endless petitions, the constant demands all melt away with the setting sun. Here, surrounded by the familiar shadows and the soft glow of oil lamps, I find a moment of respite. The air is still, carrying only the faintest scent of incense and the promise of undisturbed slumber. The regalia is gone, replaced by a simple robe of linen. The symbols of power, the heavy gold and precious stones are laid aside. Stripped of these outward signs of authority, I am reminded of my own humanity, my own vulnerability. It is a necessary shedding, a cleansing of the spirit before the night fully embraces me. I stand on the balcony, the moon bathing the Nile in silver. The river, the lifeblood of our kingdom, flows serenely onward, a timeless witness to the rise and fall of dynasties. Its gentle murmur is a constant reassurance, a reminder of the enduring strength of Egypt. The cool night air caresses my face, carrying whispers of the desert and the distant stars. Now the pharaoh is just a man, alone with his thoughts, stripped bare of his titles and responsibilities. The weight of the crown is replaced by the weight of contemplation. The endless stream of decisions, the constant balancing of needs and desires, gives way to a quiet introspection. It is in these moments of solitude that I truly understand the burden and the privilege of my position. I think of the vast machine of Egypt, the intricate network of lives and labors that sustains our civilization. Scribes meticulously recording our history and managing our affairs, their quills scratching across papyrus, preserving our knowledge for generations to come. Armies standing guard against the chaos that lurks beyond our borders, their spears glinting in the sun, protecting our people from harm. Workers toiling tirelessly in the fields and workshops, their hands shaping the very fabric of our kingdom, their sweat watering the seeds of our prosperity. I am the single point upon which it all rests, the linchpin that holds this magnificent creation together. The weight of their hopes, their dreams, their very lives rests upon my shoulders. My ancestors whisper from the walls, their painted eyes seem to follow me, their voices echoing through the corridors of time. I am part of an unbroken chain, a link in the long line of pharaohs who have ruled this land before me and who will rule it after I am gone. I plan for my tomb, my journey into the afterlife, the eternal realm where I will join my ancestors and continue to guide my people from beyond the veil. It is a strange duality, a paradox that lies at the heart of our existence, focused on eternity, on the promise of eternal life, yet preparing for death, for the inevitable transition from this world to the next. In this solitude, I contemplate these mysteries, these profound questions that have plagued humankind since the dawn of time. The night deepens, the city sleeps, its inhabitants dreaming of their hopes and fears, their joys and sorrows. I am the shepherd of this land, entrusted with the care of its people and the veneration of its gods, bound by duty and love to protect them from harm. Tomorrow I will rise before dawn to begin anew, to face the challenges and opportunities that await me, to continue the work of building and preserving our great kingdom. But for now, I am simply a guardian, watching over Egypt, finding peace in the stillness, drawing strength from the silence, and preparing myself for the dawn.